Hello everyone. So while we were doing a demo in the last video, or we are learning the last video thing, we found out there's an error we had. Okay, so I know what error is. So here, in this line number 15, the error is there. So we'll look at this here. Here is this error. What is error? I have said y value is this, but that means I have initialized y value with the value, y with the value, but where did I declare the y value? You know, when we are giving a value to the variable, first thing we have to do is what? We have to declare the variable. So what is the declaring the variable? Telling the data type and the name, and you can do the initialization also in the same line. So where is this part? Some y is there, but we didn't declare it. So I should say int y. That's all. So here I have done the declaration now. Integer y variable is there, and at the same line I am saying okay, assign the value also. Now it's good. You understand this, right? You know this. So this is the error I had. So I will again copy this. Okay, and I will Control A and paste it. Okay, so now I have fixed the issue. Okay, now let's try to simulate the code. Okay, so let's see whether we are getting an error. So now the no errors are coming here. Simulation has been started. Okay, and see whether this thing will work or not with the break scenario. Okay, that means if we only evaluate x, we don't evaluate y. So once x is 0, it is 0. Okay, it will not become 1 hereafter once we got into the while loop. Okay, so the only choice is this we have. Okay, we reread the pin number 2 and we assign it to integer y, and we have the break logic. So this is the only help we have now, scenario, only tool. If this works, then we can understand. Okay, if this is correct, then what will happen is if we take our hand off, y will become 1 and we will break the loop. Breaking means we stop the while loop and come out of this. So almost somewhat similar to what happens when this become false, we come out of the while loop now. While loop, something similar to this will happen. That means we will stop the while loop iteration hereafter and we'll come to the next line. So the off state will remain as off state. LED will be off. Okay, so now I have pasted this code. So even started the simulation, and let's see whether it works or not. So look at this button and the LED, don't look at anything else. So I'm going to press it. Now it's fine, it's off. Now I'm going to press it and let's see whether it blinks or not. It blinks, right? So the blinking is okay. Now I'm going to release my hand. If I release my hand, that means the user is going to take off his hand from the button. If he takes off his hand, if the LED goes off, that means the blinking while loop is breaking. According to us, that means y became 1 and the break works. If I take my hand off, and the LED should go off. If so, the braking is working. Okay, I'm taking my hand off. Let's see what happens. See, the LED has gone off. That means what? The while loop is now broken. That means our break keyword is working fine. You understood this, guys? That means the functionality is fine, like earlier. Okay, let's do it one more time. I'm pressing it. Let's see. It's blinking. Now I'm going to take my hand off. I took my hand off and blink has gone off. It switched off. That means our logic is working fine. So you can do the same thing with your real Arduino and let me know whether this thing worked or not. And you can find out the break keyword is working. Okay, so now you have studied the break and continue keyword with the while loop itself. Okay, so anyway, I will revert it because it is an inefficient practice. We can simply assign the value to x. Okay, I mean update the value to x, because already we have declared x here, so we don't need to redeclare here. We'll simply update the new read value to x. Okay, and then we will evaluate the x value here. Since we evaluate the x value here, x will become 1, means this while loop itself is going to break. If you don't use the x only, then you have to go for the if condition and the break keyword. Okay, guys, so I hope now you understood why we have to write the digital read scenario in 2 places. I hope you understood that. That's the thing we have been discussing in these videos nowadays, in the last 1 or 2, 3 videos. And then also you understood why it's better to use the same variable here, x, because it is being evaluated here. during each and every iteration. So having the same variable is efficient. Okay, then you have understood in case if you use a different variable name, what you should do, how you should use the break keyword to obtain the same results. Okay guys, if you understood all these things, and then we are good guys. So we will study the rest of the works, rest of the things in the next video guys. Until then, stay safe.